Hello everyone, this is 1371 USMC here. Um, I'm going to be doing a series of videos on Star Trek Online. This is one of my personal favorites because, oh, let's face it, I love Star Trek. I mean, I know I find the Borg to be a formidable enemy. I've loved the Klingons, the Bajorans, the Klingons being warrior race, Bajorans who are spiritual warriors, and how some of just in general it is all fun to me. Now, give me a second to get all my duty roster cleared out here. Holy crap, that's a big ship. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my Prometheus class here. This is my Federation character. Having already made a Device Admiral, which was the original level cap, I was actually a little disappointed that it didn't go any higher, but then Star Trek Online went and appealed to my inner Trekkie and upped the level cap all the way up to level 60, which is Fleet Admiral. So I was thoroughly thrilled with that. And excuse me while I clear that nebula. Alright, sorry about that, but I was adjusting the graphics to try and see if I can bring you guys a more pleasant video. A little something about my ship here. This is a Prometheus class ship, which those of you who are Trekkies are already like, I know everything about this, you can't tell me anything I don't know. I know that, but this is for the people who don't know. It is a multi-vector tactical vessel. In what I mean by multi-vector is it can split into three pieces. You know, those of you who are Trekkies know how the Enterprise splits into two. Three pieces, so that way they can come at you at three different directions, and it's like fighting three ships at once. It's just falls under the badass category. Now, I'm already looking at a fight on my hands, so I'm gonna go ahead and split the ship up. And during this part of the gameplay, I only have direct control over one of my ships. These two will be seeking targets automatically through AI.
Voyager is under attack by the Kazon. Engines are offline, requesting assistance.
Oh, yay. Some baddies from the Delta Quadrant to beat up on. Now, those of you who know Star Trek know that I am not running your standard run-of-the-mill weapons on board. You're right. I've severely modified my ship to include various weapons, to include disruptors, anti-proton beams, gravimetric torpedo, which I'm about to unleash one of. Wait, heavy tricobalt torpedo. And that guy's gonna go away now. And Voyager's in trouble. Go figure. In this one, the only one that doesn't appear to be in trouble at any point is your ship, if you're good enough.
Assistance. We were en route to the Talaxian base when we were ambushed by the Kazon. The damage is relatively minor, but my crew will require time to make repairs. However, I have a personal request. The leader of the Talaxian colony served with me on Voyager. Would you be willing to take me there?
This base is populated by Talaxians. My shipmate from Voyager, Neelix, joined them before they moved to this location. The Talaxians have been looking for a new homeworld for quite some time, and Now they have found one. The Alliance's history with the relocation of the Romulans will be invaluable in this process.
Now, again, for some of you who have not been too familiar with Star Trek storylines, Romulus was destroyed, and this is post-Romulus destruction. You did not go back in time with Spock to do the reboot. This is how the storyline originally was.
Oh, what a thrill! It's so wonderful to see someone from the Federation again. It's been so long, and I keep in touch with my friends, but subspace isn't the same, and listen to me, I'm rambling on. My name is Neelix, and I serve as Starfleet's ambassador to the Delta Quadrant. Before that, I spent 7 years on the USS Voyager with Captain Catherine Janeway. Admiral Janeway? Of course! She certainly earned that promotion. My link to the Alpha Quadrant wasn't as strong as I wanted it to be, until the Janolan Dyson sphere opened a path straight to the Delta Quadrant. Now we get all sorts of news, but yours is the first ship to visit. I may make a trip to Earth myself sometime, sample the cuisine, but that will have to wait until after the colonization. I barely have a minute to myself anymore. There's just so much to do. Oh, you've come to help. How wonderful. But of course, Starfleet's always pitching in to help out, aren't they? Why, in all my years as ambassador to the Delta Quadrant, I've done everything I could to uphold the good name of the Federation. I don't always have the resources to do more than diplomatic visits, but we try to help out anyone we can, whenever we can. There are Alcompan ships out there right now. Did you know that? My people are helping them explore the stars. Ow, where are my manners? You must be tired and thirsty after your long journey. Come to the colony. We'll fix you right up. But if I could impose on you just for a small favor first. The Kazon Mystery have been giving us a lot of trouble lately. We've constructed some shield generators to protect the base, but the Kazon keep knocking them offline, and all my shuttles are prepping for the colonization. Could you reactivate the shields for us? Wonderful! Just fly to the generators and start the relaunch sequence. It will take them a few minutes to get up to full strength, but that shouldn't be a problem. After that, beam down to the colony. I'll start making some nice Leola root stew for you.
Leola root stew. Not exactly the favorite amongst Starfleet personnel, from what I recall from Voyager logs. In fact, initially, Leola root stew was, well, we'll just put it this way, it's an acquired taste. Let's see, I don't see the second one, so I'm going to see the third one, so I'm going to go for this one right here. Now, a little tidbit of interesting facts about this was, during the Star Trek Voyager series, which all of this Delta Rising is actually based on Voyager, is the Prometheus was one of the few ships that was featured other than the Voyager in the entire series. This was I split into multi-vector attack mode because I thought for sure the Kazon were gonna attempt to attack me, but I guess I got lucky. Okay.
Thank you so much for your assistance. You may beam down to our base at your leisure. Oh, and speaking in my formal capacity as permanent ambassador, welcome to the Delta Quadrant.
Now, the Prometheus was actually used to transport the holographic doctor on Voyager.
So good to meet you in person. View screens are so impersonal, don't you think? May I shake your hand? If memory serves, that's how. Mr. Vulcan? Is that you, Tuvok?
Indeed. It is agreeable to see you again, Neelix.
What a wonderful surprise. Come, my friends, we have so much to discuss.
Alright, as I was saying, it was featured on Star Trek Voyager. The Voyager's EMH was transported from Voyager through a whole bunch of Hirogen satellite systems, or at least they were owned by the Hirogen, they were probably older than that, to the Prometheus. There was a whole episode about that. I'm not going to waste your time with spoilers. I'll just
You look well, Neelix.
happily greet Neelix and continue the mission.
As do you. Family, children. Being here has changed me for the better.
Indeed. This colony is an improvement on your previous home.
Twice as large and completely updated. You should see the kitchen.
As usual, Neelix
But you
is a
still
cook.
seek a new homeworld?
Of course, children need sun and open skies. A place to put down roots. What was that?
Ah, crap.
The operations bay? Dexter was in there.
Shoot. Well, let's go save a guy's neck, shall we? The little exclamation point is my point of where I need to be. Of course, some people are... I'm not gonna continue to hold your hand like that.
Dexter's trapped. Please, do something. Dex is a little dizzy, but she'll be fine. I have to stay with her, though. I'm afraid I must impose on your kindness again. Several of our systems were damaged in the attack, and I can't help fix them just now. Several of our systems are malfunctioning. Our communications, environmental controls, engineering, and the controls for the crane loading our ships all have been damaged.
Well... one would think after an attack, most of these people are probably should be doing as much to repair these systems as possible, but they don't look busy at all, do they? And it looks like I'm an old good old-fashioned repairman on this one. Perhaps I should have simply not done the entire mission with you. But then again, this happens sometimes, and this is one of the little more boring sections of the game. I mean, who wants to honestly say, hey, I repaired a console on Star Trek Online? There are some parts of it that are cool. It's like, yeah, you scan on a new planet, you can do exploration missions, but still, it's sometimes fun to go, oh, hey, I shot this number of Borg, or I beat up on species 8472, or whatever. Let's see. Let's decrease the frequency, shall we? There we go. But yeah, again, nobody wants to say, hey, I fixed a bunch of broken consoles on an attacked outpost. Did you fend off the attack? No, my ship did. And what good were you? Crap. In some cases, you still get to repair it after you fended off the attack, but still, it's moments like this where you gotta think that you kind of wish they'd beam down, or that the Kazon had shown up coming down on some level to where you can start shooting at them or something. And you probably will shoot at them by the end of the mission, but at this point you're just like, grr. Why not now? Ah, there we go. Need to get closer than that. Huh. If I wanted to jump like this, I'd play Mario. But yeah, overall, Star Trek Online does get the lore right. I mean, that's pretty much all this thing does, is lore. And in some ways, the lore is not as fascinating as some people would like it. Hey, a Borg invasion, yeah, that's amazing. But repairing systems like this and scanning unknown worlds, sometimes that's not so fun.
Thank you so much. Everything seems to be working properly now, and Dex is feeling much better.
Okay, but that's one thing that really does put this game unto its own, is the lore actually makes it so that way whatever you are in the mood to do, you do. If you feel like fighting off a Borg invasion, heck, there's plenty of chances to do that. You feel like mining dilithium, there's chances to do that. If you feel like exploring the unknown, go for it. It's whatever floats your boat.
I need help loading this ship. Mannix was supposed to help me, but now I can't find him, and I can't reach him on internal comms. I know he hasn't left the station yet, though. Could you look around and...
The lack of discipline among the Talaxians is alarming.
Typical, Vulcan philosophy. Everybody is undisciplined compared to me.
Greetings, friend. What can I do for you? Really, I was scheduled to work now, but I traded shifts with Oxel so I could meet a friend who's returning from a long trading mission. Find out.
I've known Mannix for many years now. If he says he traded shifts, I believe him.
Oh, boy. I mean, this is almost getting as bad as one too many in the Foundry missions.
I don't believe we've met yet. I'm Oxel, and you must be one of Neelix's visitors from the Alpha Quadrant. It's a pleasure to meet you. That's right, but then I beat Drexa in a game of Kat, and she agreed to work the shift for me. You should find her.
Betting work shifts on a game of Caddis Cot is extremely unprofessional.
I have to halfway agree on that one, but oh well, it's fun anyway.
Hi there. I'm Drexa. I heard you helped save Dex's life. Those Kazon are always bothering us. I wish they'd just find someplace else to go. Is there something I can do for you? Oh, yes, that's right. I worked his shift, though. Check the duty roster. It should all be there.
Drexa never worries about the details, but she's one of the nicest people I know.
Good grief. Communications error, I believe would be the word. Okay. Jeez.
Oh, it's you again. Did you find what you needed? Really? But I worked the shift that was in the duty roster.
This is starting to give me a headache here. Did I just go the wrong direction? Yes, I did. I'm an idiot. That's right, folks. You heard me call myself an idiot. It won't be the last time either. Now, this video will be a part one of a 3-part series this week. I was trying to get it done last week, but I had an error with my mic. You might have noticed it on Star Wars The Old Republic, which there will be videos of that too.
Did you find Drexa? What a goof! I told her I traded shifts with Menex. At least I think I did. Does that mean both Menex and Drexa showed up for my shift?
Oops.
Hey there! I talked to Oxel, and he told me what happened. Did you find Drexa? Oh, that explains it. I showed up for the shift a bit late, but Calix said she already had enough workers and I could go back to my quarters. Normally, I would be happy to work, but my friend will be back any time now. That's why I traded shifts in the first place.
Oh, boy. Why do I have the feeling that I'm getting ready to do everybody else's job again?
Did you find Menex? Sounds like quite a series of miscommunications. But I still need help here. What do you think I should do about it?
There we go. You may not be happy with it, but I think that's where things should go. Okay, where to run now?
I need to scan the route we'll take to the colony. But the Kazon attack has damaged our astrometric system. All it will tell me is how far off I am from our target position. I feel like I'm taking shots by adjusting the sensor array's pitch, up and down, and
Okay, jeez. Okay, 7.8 kilometers. Just the angle. Oop, too far. Wrong way. There we go. Ah, perfect.
I can't thank you enough for your help. Dex is going to be fine. The doctors say she'll be up and around in no time.
I need to return to Voyager. Please escort the Talaxian fleet to New Talix. We can return to Voyager at your earliest convenience. The Talax...
Alright, let's get ready to roll. Now I finally get to the part that one of the parts I personally love, which is ship-to-ship combat, but I also love ground combat too, because ground combat, cool.
Thank you for all you have done for the Talaxians. I believe that they will be a valuable ally to us in the days ahead. That would not have been possible without your assistance. I am confident we will see one another again. Until then, live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.
Our ships are ready to depart. Travel to the staging area to join us in our new adventure.
Ah, there they are. It's quite a humble little fleet they got going on here. Count 7 ships.
Are you ready to depart for New Talax?
Ah, crap. Let me put my ship back together. Just thinking that dang Kazon were gonna attack right there.
Are you ready to depart for...
Yeah, let's go. That's a lot of warp signatures. Oh, there they are.
Are you detecting the theta radiation spikes? Those levels have been normal and steady for weeks now. What could have happened?
Call me paranoid, but I'm going to... Again, I like splitting my ship.
Theta radiation can mean only one thing, the Malon. They lack the technology to recycle antimatter waste, which has led them to develop an entire industry around dumping theta radiation in various areas. We can't survive on New Talax if the Malon are going to use it as their personal garbage dump.
Oh, crap. Yeah, there they are.
Unknown vessel. This site is claimed by the Malon. Go find your own dump site. Why? I was here first. Besides, there's a neutron star near here that makes this the perfect location for our needs. Finding another would be too expensive. Tell the Talaxians to find another...
Here we go again. Here we go again. Another one inbound. I didn't want to beat up on Malon. I wanted to beat up on, Kazon, but then again, Star Trek Online has a lot of scripted fights. It's like, unless you're doing PvE or PvP, you don't really have much choice who you fight. If you're doing the storyline, then you fight really safe.
Enough! You've ruined me, wrecked my ship. At least spare my life.
The Malon are gone, but the radiation is still around. Oh, what can we do? This would have been...
Oh, now I get to play janitor with the galaxy. Let's go ahead and take care of that far one first. Yeah, I know I've probably sounded like I've been bashing this game, but at the same time, there are several good qualities to it. I mean, do you notice that they actually had voices? Those are the actual actors who played those characters in the TV series. So for those of you who really like Star Trek, you've probably already played this game before because you were probably like me.
For all of your help. You are a true friend to me and to the Talaxian people. Your crew will always be welcome on New Talax. And good luck in your voyages. I hope to see you again soon.
Alright, just finished a mission. Warping out of system. But this particular game has several strong points to it. It does take a lot from the lore. I mean, like I showed you, it actually did what the Prometheus class is supposed to do. In fact, I never even bothered to see if it did what else it's supposed to do. What one of the other ships in Voyager was supposed to do. I never bothered to see if the nacelle is actually set for warp drive. I'm sure that's probably something that does happen. After all, they did pay some pretty close attention to detail to a lot of things. And I mean, they're pulling things from all the different series and just boom, Star Trek universe. And then they made an MMO and you're one of... But yeah, there's a lot of good to it. It's just... There's some things that it just seems a little overly scripted. And I'm sure it's probably the limitations of the time of which this was developed. But I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. This has been 1371 USMC. My next video will probably be the Klingon one in this series. I'm going to be working down from ascending order from the top end of my ranks to the bottom. It's like a... There we go. And I hope you enjoyed it yourself, and please like, comment, subscribe, ask me questions about the game.